Hi, my name is Jess. I have been a midwife for 5 years and I have decided to become a Wise Hippo birthing instructor because when I was a junior midwife, I saw a woman being taken for an emergency section and there was a lot of bells and whistles going on and she was breathing her way through that section. And I thought, what is that? That is fantastic. And so it started my thinking around birthing and around why women birth in certain ways and what's a better way to birth. And there isn't a better or a worse way, it's just what's right for that person. And so over my 5 years of practice, I've been really lucky to see a lot of very relaxed births, women using a lot of hypnosis for birth. So I have had that privilege, and that brought me to the Wise Hippo because I believe that everyone is unique and an individual, and therefore it's the right birth for them on that day, but using the tools that the Wise Hippo program can give them, that being around hypnosis and deep relaxation. And I'm so excited now to have these tools to go out and tell women about. So that's why I decided to become an instructor. Yeah, so I have worked in many different areas as a midwife. I've worked on a very busy delivery suite. I've worked on postnatal and antenatal wards, and then I've always found myself onto a birth centre. I'm drawn there because I have seen a lot of hypnobirthing. And from that, I've spoken to women and I've spoken to colleagues and friends about what's out there. When I talked to some women, they suggested that some of the hypnobirthing courses can make them feel like a failure because it's quite prescriptive in the language that it uses. And so what's drawn me to the Wise Hippo is that there isn't a script in the sense that we're not asking women to do exactly this and then this and then this and that will equal a perfect birth. We're giving them really empowering tools to go ahead and decide what works for them on the day of their birth and leading up to the birth and for life in general. And that's, I think, what made me, for me as a woman, I like the methods for myself. So I like the relaxation techniques and I like the empowering techniques that aren't just for birth. So it's tools for life as well as for birthing. And I know for me as a practitioner, I wouldn't work well with something that was just really strictly scripted because I don't like boundaries too much. I prefer to feel what's right, and that's what I always try and give across to women as a midwife. What feels right for you is always going to be the best way. Oh, there's just been so much. I feel like I need to go away and reflect for about 3 weeks as to what was in the Wise Hippo birthing training. So there was a lot of work beforehand, which I think was really important to root you in what we were coming to actually go over. And I really enjoyed practicing with my buddy in terms of doing the actual scripts out loud, because even though I've been a midwife for years, it's quite nerve-wracking when you've got a completely new method in front of you to then go ahead and feel confident in showing that to women and their partners. And I found I liked that there was a sort of snapshot from each class that we went through. I loved the group work. That was really important to get different ideas from our friends on the table. And I really liked the sessions that they were interactive. There wasn't too much PowerPoint, and that the facilitators, that you and Danny were so passionate, it really helped to completely buoy us up. And I think you create quite a respectful room of people. And I love that there were so many people from different walks of life, because I was expecting mostly midwives. And we had bankers and we had teachers and we've got masseurs, and I just thought, isn't that wonderful that for some reason these women have been drawn to this method. So and I like that the Wise Hippo caters for them as for everyone. It's not just a midwife script. So if I was to meet a pregnant woman tomorrow, which I will because I'm going to go and do a shift, and she asked me what I've been doing for the weekend and I got all bubbly about the Wise Hippo birthing training, I would say to her, the Wise Hippo is an antenatal education program, a complete program from pregnancy to birth to postnatal, if you wish to go down that uses hypnotic tools to birth your baby. So it's not a traditional hypnobirthing program. It is a relaxation program that uses hypnosis for birthing. The benefits are that women can be calm and relaxed and confident throughout their pregnancy and to birth their babies and beyond that. And for me, that would be the greatest benefit that this program can give them. And it's not only for the women, it's for their partners, their birth partners, and then those ripples of calm, confidence, relaxed people and birthing then ripples out to the wider family. So then the baby is relaxed when it's born and calm, which makes that postnatal area time much easier, and makes feeding, can impact on feeding for them. So for women, it's allowing them to be really confident, in control of their birth, but still remaining calm and relaxed, and no matter where their birth takes them. So they may have an idea of what's an ideal birth for them, which is fantastic and what we should all be focusing on. However, life does throw us curveballs, and therefore we sometimes need to have a plan. Okay, so what if that happens and my birth doesn't go exactly perfectly? They can still use these tools to continue to remain calm and relaxed, like the woman I spoke about at the beginning who hypnobirthed her way through her cesarean section. If only all couples got this education, there would be, from the statistics from the Wise Hippo, there would be fewer epidurals, there would be less cesarean sections, there would be less birth trauma. Midwives and obstetricians and birth professionals would have a much calmer working environment, and it would impact out to just the wider community, to the NHS in general. There would be less money spent on high litigation. I can just see the waves of this fantastic program booming out, and I think, but for that room, that birthing room, as a midwife, I'm so much calmer and in control when I see a woman using hypnosis for birth, and that can never be a bad thing.